So it's 22:49 p.m. It is still Saturday. So movie review and I'm done for the night. So I have Southland Tales, The Kane's Cut from 2021. So this originally came out in 2005, but they didn't release The Kane's Cut until about a decade later almost. So here's my thoughts. I saw the original and I loved it. Now to see The Kane's Cut and see how it pans out. And it's amazing how 20 years later this still captures the innocence of childhood parties. It really does. Like, it just watching the beginning of that, I was like, damn, forgot how innocent shit used to be. The concept of fluid karma controlling machines without them never needing to refill is remarkable. Considering now we have AI bots and Tesla. Wonderful. The cast in this is immaculate, and everybody benefited greatly from this as time went on, despite its bad theater run. I still can't believe it only made 300 grand. That's crazy. The fact it's set in 2008 really does fit 20 years ago, though it feels more 2012 in some aspects. The most underrated folks in this are Abilene, Boxer, Roland, Krista, and Zora. Actually, I forgot Christopher Lambert was in this too. A lot of talent in this fucking film. But if I'm talking career-wise underrated, it's Dwayne, Sean, William Scott, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Dwayne was still early in his career here. Sean was coming off the success of American Pie too. And Sarah was juggling Buffy, Scooby, and other projects. It's a lot when you look at their career and their filmography, and you focus on one film and see what else they were working on. It's a lot. Crazy. Even the commentary in this is fascinating. Chris the saying we're a bisexual nation living in denial couldn't be farther from reality. And it's really cool that Sherry O'Terry and Amy Poehler are in this along with some other SNL alum. Because SNL alum do gel together very well in a comedy flick, but drama-wise, it can be hit or miss. Yeah. Or one is better than the others, you just never know. Because that happens. Like the prime example of one being better than others is Sylvester Stallone in Copland. Prime example. I didn't even know Amy Poehler was on SNL at this time. That's wild. Yeah. And I love the concept of Jericho Kane, this story. It would work as a movie or video game. It just would. Boxer riding along with Roland, that foreshadows what TikTok would bring in the future. And it's kind of weird seeing Dwayne with hair. Even I'm so used to him bald. Even though I grew up with him with hair. It's a generational thing. Like, you either know Rock from his debut as Rocky Maivia, or you know him as The Rock through the Attitude Era, or you know him through his other transformations. That's all I know how it goes. Justin Timberlake makes a good narrator. I like it. U.S. ident is basically what Trump's trying to do in his second term. Yeah. Told you, shit ages well. The memory gospel, 1,000 people held together by glue in your head so they don't fight. That kind of tracks given all the characters I've created and been exposed to over the decades. It really does. Like, I have watched and listened and played so many different characters. Plus, written so many that, yeah, they all gel together. And it's so many voices inside you. And the more I watch this, it does feel like a prelude to how social media would evolve over time. Yeah, honestly. Cops and America's Most Wanted started that trend, but now it's just way too wild. Ooh, so wild. Dream and Dion faking her deaths is funny. It's so dumb. Urban Pacification Unit is basically ICE in a sense. And then later in the film, yeah. John Lovitz as Bart Bookman was masterful because it's a quiet role. I mean, if you've never seen any of his comedic shit, this is a surprise. This will surprise you. For real. Like, I actually forgot he was in this. Like, there's a lot of people who forgot we're in this. And I love how Senator Frost is basically George Bush. And teen horniness is not a crime. That song is so bad. Oh my god. You could also say that The Rock's still moving away from his promo style, too. Yeah, kind of, but not very much. I mean, yeah, but He's still learning, because 2 years previous he did the rundown, which was, him breaking out. So, and I gotta watch that and review it. Smart on the neo-Marxists using 1,000 thumbs that would have helped with voting on Prop 69. Too bad they got found. And it's a smart move, to be honest, any way to beat the government, even if it's macabre. Boxer being reunited with his wife is funny, same as Kevin Smith playing General Simon Theory. I was like, that's Kevin. Because I didn't know who that was when I first watched it. I was like, weird motherfucker in here. It's Kevin Smith. And not in a bad way. It's just like, oh, it's Kevin Smith. Shit. Boxer driving an old car reminds me of Christopher Lambert doing the same in Highlander in the garage. Same layout. Kinda ironic that Justin Timberlake has Lyme disease now. All he needs is lemon and he'll be right as rain. Let's see. He was also working Alpha Dog too. I watched that. I just don't remember much about it. It's so weird. Like, I've watched so much stuff from the 2000s and backtrack into what I liked and what worked is very interesting. Because there was so much good shit from 20 years ago. A lot of good shit, honestly. But it goes unnoticed because everything else is more CBM focused now. Yeah. The car fucking commercial for Tree or Salt Air, I thought that was a fever dream. But nope, it's from the movie. And now I know its origin. I did, I really thought that was a fever dream. Nope. But, whatever. Some of y'all gonna get mounted like that anyway. Aveline and his crew smuggle fluid karma out of Utopia. And when he talks about the angels being under black umbrellas, that's a reference to City of Angels. Because I remember that shit. Aveline's music number, definitely like any of JT's music vid or concert performances. Crazy. But also a good foreshadowing of what Sinners and Death Stranding 2 on the Beach would do 20 years later. Yeah. I truly do love how the casting is a mix of TV and film, because when you combine them two, you get an interesting result sometimes. But it's got to be the right formula. You can't just throw random people together. It doesn't always mash out the way it's supposed to. I mean, hell, look at Will Ferrell. People thought he would do comedy forever, and then he did a dramatic role, and people actually liked it. I liked it too. I just can't remember the name of the movie. What else? I love Sherry O'Terry's hair in this. Absolutely love that. And I love how the neo-Marxist chicks are just angry lesbians. The sniper stations are probably what deep flat earthers think the ice wall was like. I mean, I'm a flat earther myself, but I don't buy into the whole ice wall or Australia being a myth. That's a little too much. Like, really, there's an ice wall with snipers? Really? Really? What kind of snipers they got? They'll kill me. Holy shit, Dwayne in the tux. That's a prelude to him and Get Smart 3 years later in 2008. I couldn't believe that. I was like, wow. I do like Howl by Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. I bought that track. I do love the premise of how a simple screenplay ended up coming true in 2008 post-apocalyptic LA. Then Good Deaths on Bart Bookman and Zora. Oh, the Mega Zeppelin is a sight to behold. Nice. And I thought that was Rebecca Del Rio on stage. I got a belch and it's fucking stuck. I like Rebecca's stuff. She's good. But I like her single No Stars the most from Twin Peaks, actually. So Boxer was the one who went through the rip in space-time, creating a double of himself. I forgot about that. I really did. There was a lot of this I forgot. So Roland and his twin are the same person. That explains a lot now since I last watched this, and that was... Christ. Decades ago? I think I watched this total 3 times. And since both Rolands are holding hands, the 4th dimension will collapse on itself. No. There are those who have crossed into death's other kingdom for that one final meeting in the Twilight Kingdom. I like that line. Makes me wonder what if I did that when I first died as a baby. Yeah, I did. I will definitely say this has the weird factor of Twin Peaks meets Spike Lee or Robert Rodriguez. A little more on that. The three-way dance between Boxer, Krista, and Madeline was good, even if it was short. I really wanted that to be a lot longer. I like that kind of intimacy and shit. Like it's such an intimate dance for real, and it's a shame it was cut so fucking short. Like, could have been so much more. So Roland was the new Messiah because he's a pimp, and pimps don't commit suicide. I still can't believe how big this cast was, especially for 2005, because you're talking about 2 years after Lord of the Rings ended. This is 2 years after Lauder ended. That's insane. And that was a big cast itself, but this, I think, had, what, 20 people in it, give or take? A lot of fucking people. Oof. And I do love Richard Kelly's vision in this, and I can see why it failed. For one, it's boldly ahead of its time. Two, it would take a few rewatches to grasp the concept of what's going on, because you can get lost in this easily. Three, it's only half the story, because the first three parts are in the comic. Yeah, I've tracked it down so I can finally read that. I didn't even know it existed. So hopefully it'll come in for me. If it doesn't, I'll just get it digitally. For being so low budget, $17 million for this whole project. 17 mil for 2005. That's cheap as fuck. That's a low grade animated film. That's not bad. Richard took a huge risk with so many people involved. And yeah, it crashed and burned, but damn, it's still a massive risk. And this has been a fascinating rewatch, and I know after reading the comics, I'll have a full picture of Southland Tales. And this is also where I got my idea for South Coast, because I was going to get a South Coast tattoo on me, but I just couldn't figure out where the hell to get it. I don't know. I just like the name of South Coast. I would definitely say this is a wrong decade release. If it had dropped in 2010s, it would have fared better, I think. And I do love the political aspect and easy burn flow of the story. It's an easy burning cigarette. It's good shit. It works for being so quirky outside of the box, and the Cane's Cut is my favorite. And to my surprise, it's also available on Internet Archive. Ironic. Didn't even know that. Because I was looking online for something, and it popped up on Internet Archive. I'm like, shit. In its entirety with the special features. 7.9 out of 10 for me, but it has that 11 out of 10 energy. Stellar cast, you couldn't pull this off again, even if you tried. The last film that did was Avengers Endgame, but it wasn't the same energy, you know? That was CBM based versus dystopian style, politically quirky. Richard Kelly's style also kind of follows Brian De Palma a bit. Yeah. And it still amazes me how big this cast was. It's a massive cast. And you look at the star power that's headlining it. You got The Rock, who's come off of his wrestling career and now he's doing his movie career. You got Sarah Michelle Gellar, who just ended Buffy. Sean William Scott with American Pie. Who else? Will Sasso had left MTV. Mad TV. Close, but wrong. He left Mad TV. Or no, he might still be on there then. I forget. It's been a while. But it's a lot of star power in this. And you got Kevin Smith. Crazy. So much in this. And Kevin Smith had just released Jay and Silent Bob in 2001, but also working on several other projects that would come out in 2006, 2007. So Richard had more directional talent to help him out. That's cool. Two directors, one's a cast member, the one's directing it. Irony. But I like that shit. Wallace Shawn's role was literally a mirror of the first time I saw him, and Mom and Dad Saved the World. Yeah, I'm that old. Oh, he's underrated as hell in comedy roles. I love him. He's so funny. So adorable. And this is the way the world ends. Animated short is crude in form, but does get the point across, though. It's like Squidbillies. Yeah, I'm that old. The image gallery is okay. Shame it doesn't have any concept art in it. It's just screenshots from the movie. Sad. Because I wouldn't mind seeing a cross section layout of the Mega Zeppelin. Shit. Because I love my concept art. So, yeah. But if you've never seen this movie, you've never heard of it, you should check it out for real. You gotta sit. It's gonna take a couple rewatches to get through it. Obviously, it's gonna take you time to understand the scope of what it's about. And as someone quoted on Internet Archive, they said it was weird back then, but it fits now. Yeah. So watch it on Internet Archive for free. Ain't that cool? But you can really, after you watch it the first time, like, eh? And then after a few hours, like, oh, okay. But if you have seen this, you did enjoy it, you want to check it out again, definitely watch the Kane's Cut. It fleshes out Janine Garofalo's character more. And more on Trier Corporation as well. Which is pretty cool. I like shit gets fleshed out. But yeah, good shit. But if you don't care for this, you hate Richard Kelly, you hate this cast, well, that's not for you. But if you love him and you like this cast and the story premise, go for it. Buy the damn thing. So, I'll be back whenever. Till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.